about to sign it.
It was all right there. Facts and statistics all pointing to one thing. Our nation's economy is in bad shape.
This report indicates that our economy is structurally sound for the long term and that we're dealing with uncertainties in the short term.
Tremendous turmoil in our financial markets and Wall Street. And people are frightened by these events. Our economy, I think, still, the fundamentals of our economy are strong, but these are very, very difficult times.
Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. The Independent over in the UK is the next outlet sounding the alarm. This is happening all over the place, folks. Just like these videos that I just showed you, the alarm was sounded prior to the 2008 Great Recession, and now they're sounding it again, and everybody's doing it because everybody knows it's coming. It is coming in a major way. You know, if you want to put your tinfoil hat on for a second, the year, my friends, on the Hebrew calendar is 5777. It is God's year in the Hebrew calendar, and also Jubilee time. So I, for one, believe, hey, I'm all for a good Jubilee. I hope everybody's in for a good Jubilee because I think one's coming. And it says the Great Recession fears as bankers warn next global crash could arrive with a vengeance. This is stuff like guys like Michael Snyder has been chronicling on his site, the Economic Collapse blog, for years and years. You know, it's not that people fearmonger out there to say, the big one's coming anytime, anytime, anytime. No, it's sounding the alarm. It's the Israel Bissell way of telling people ahead of time, prepare yourselves because this can't go on forever. It's really that simple. The British are coming. The British are coming. What are they wrong for doing? Oh, you fearmongerer, I was sleeping so well. Yeah. A lot of good it would have done if they got caught with their pants down. A lot of good it would do for everybody else out there if you're caught with your pants down with what is coming. And that doesn't mean you can't invest and do things and find ways to make money. It's okay. Do what you want to do. Knock yourself out. But look, be very careful about putting your money in fiat paper instruments. A lot of fear has been put out there with alternate currencies like Bitcoin because of the volatility that is out there. Folks, that's the same fear tactic that the government and the banksters used in the late 19th and early 20th centuries to promote the central bank and the Federal Reserve. Oh, we need to have an organization that's going to prevent the large booms and busts associated with the gold standard or whatever. And if you look prior to the institution of the Federal Reserve, it's what you had. You had extreme times of prosperity, and then when it crashed, boy, oh boy, did it crash. Right? So what they did to justify the printing of money at interest, you know, even though we could print it ourselves and manage the economy ourselves just fine, the banks went and bamboozled or strong-armed Wilson into allowing it to come to fruition. And it was absolutely devastating. An absolutely devastating thing. It killed President Wilson. He was so guilt-stricken and so depressed from being a handmaiden of the banksters that it gave him a stroke. I mean, that's how bad it was. And he chronicled it. So it's not like I'm talking out of my tuchus. He felt absolutely devastated by what he did and had to live with it for the rest of his life. The Independent says a new financial crisis is brewing in the emerging economies, and it could hit with a vengeance. This according to an influential group of central bankers. Emerging markets such as China. How is China an emerging market now? They're the second largest economy in the world. How can you call them emerging? There's no emerging. They're there. But they're showing signs that their economies are overheating. And the U.S. and the U.K. as the U.S. and U.K. demonstrated before the financial crisis of 2007 and 2008. Claudio Borio, the head of the Bank of International Settlements, the BIZ, says a new recession could come with a vengeance, and the end may come to resemble more closely a financial boom gone wrong. Sounds eerily similar to 2007, 2008, does it not? The warnings are going off, started with independent media, because we have no interest in trying to bamboozle you, because we don't have the banks. We don't have all of these money trust powers pumping billions of dollars into the Daily Sheeple's coffers. That's not happening. We scrape and claw for every penny that we have just to be able to pay for the bandwidth to be able to do this, while they get rich and happy being prostitutes. And that's what happens. Now they're sounding the alarm. Why? Because they can't get away with the bull anymore. Bull. It's going to be a bear soon, a big one. Grizzly. It also warned about the threat posed by rising debt. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, or I should say fortunately, the year's 5777. And me, I believe at a minimum in karma. And my friends, karma's a bitch. And it doesn't matter if you're an ultra billionaire or you live in the projects. Good deeds most always end up, when they're done selflessly, benefiting you in the long run, while being a sneaky snake always ends up biting you in the ass. And here we are. We're in a world full of sneaky snakes, and karma's coming around. And it's going to be devastating to them, but more importantly, it's going to be devastating to us. And the other thing, too, to look for as this all unfolds is the transfer of wealth. Because a lot of people are going to be ruined because of this. Mostly middle-class Americans and some in the middle to upper class. The people that benefit from this are a very, very, very few people. 0.001% of the populace are the ones that the wealth in these times get transferred to. And there's only so much wealth left to transfer. It is transferring faster than at any point in time in our history. So do the right thing and pay attention and prepare yourself and have contingencies for this day that will arrive. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And the powers that shouldn't be have elected their scapegoat. They've got him in office, Donald Trump, the guy that doesn't play ball, in the hopes that when this does happen, that they can come back in and be the hero that saves the day, only sprinkling crumbs for the starving pigeons to eat. I'm Joe Joseph. This was the DailySheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.